Ann Taylor Pittman with Cooking Light. Thank you so much for tuning in today. We are actually not live. This is pre-recorded, but we're going to try to anticipate any questions you might have and answer them. If you do have other questions, please leave them in the comments and we'll get back to you. So today I'm sharing a fun idea for an easy pulled together Christmas breakfast tray that you can set out for your family who's over. It kind of takes a lot of stress off of you. You don't have to serve people. You don't have to plate things for your family. You can just set out this tray and let people help themselves. So this is a breakfast tray. I'm going to start with what I'm calling a flat omelet. So let me get my pan preheated. Flat omelet. So what that is basically like an egg mixture, thicker than crepes, thinner than an omelet. I like to do this for this type of breakfast tray because it is faster and easier than making hard-boiled eggs. So a lot of times you'll see hard-boiled eggs on a tray like this, which is lovely, but I don't have time on Christmas morning to do that. I'm too busy. I probably don't have time the day before or even the day before that. So this is just very quick and easy to whip up. So I have 4 eggs here. I've already done one here with 4 eggs. I'm going to add to that. And also, you know, another benefit of it is that you can flavor the eggs. So I'm adding some herbs. I'm just going to add some chives and some dill. So this is going to be really lovely because I have some smoked salmon that's going to go on the platter. I left that in the fridge. I forgot to get it out, so I will get it out here in just a minute. Okay, so I have chives. And some dill. I'm not going to use all of this here. I'm going to save some nice small dill sprigs to put on the tray for people who really love to adorn their bagels with fresh dill. So I'm just going to pull the sprigs off of the bigger stems, give it a quick chop. Okay. So, a little bit of salt and pepper, not much, you don't need much here. Okay, and then just kind of beat that up with a fork. You can use a whisk also. Okay, and like I said, this is much quicker to me and easier and has more flavor than doing hard-boiled eggs, which is maybe more traditional for a smoked salmon tray. Okay, just have a little bit of oil put in the pan. Make sure you use a good non-stick pan so the eggs don't stick. So I'm calling this a flat omelet because, as you'll see, there's not a ton of mixture here. It's just enough to kind of coat the bottom of the pan. I'm going to pull some of the egg under, kind of help it cook quickly. It's going to cook mostly on this one side. And then I'm going to quickly flip it and let it cook for a little bit on the other side. Okay, while that's going, I'm going to grab my stuff from the fridge. Okay, still pretty wobbly. While that's going though, let me just go ahead and mix up some cream cheese. So I'm going to do 2 different types of cream cheese. One's just going to be plain. I'm using some Neufchâtel cheese, or the 1/3 less fat cream cheese. And before I put it in the bowl, I just want to kind of stir it up. You know, you don't want to just set out a block of cheese, or I don't. It just doesn't look quite as good. So I'm just going to kind of stir it up, get it a little creamier. So I'm going to have one thing of plain cream cheese, and then the other one I'm going to enhance. I need to grab something out of the oven that is unrelated to this video. Okay, so this egg is mostly set. Let me just pull a few more pieces from the corner. Okay. My induction burner's getting mad at me. Okay, so I have the 1 cream cheese here that's just plain. Again, I'm using the 1/3 less fat. I have this other cream cheese that I'm going to enhance with some everything seasoning, because everything seasoning and cream cheese are a match made in heaven. And it's an easy way for people to flavor their bagels without you having to have the seasoning out and people trying to dip in and get their own seasoning. You just pre-season this. So we got this everything seasoning from Trader Joe's. I'm not sure who else sells it, but it's a wonderful ingredient to keep on hand. Okay, before I dish that up, I think my eggs now are ready to kind of flip over. Oh yeah. So I would try to flip it, but I would mess it up. Like, you know, but I don't think I can do it. I got a little egg on the counter. It's all good. So this way takes about 5 minutes total, as opposed to, what, 20 or 30 for hard boiling eggs. Not to discount hard boiled eggs. They're wonderful. I love them. I keep them in my fridge. But, you know, sometimes when I'm busy, I just don't have time. Okay. So I've got that guy there. I'll turn this off. I think my flat omelet is done. Okay. So let me flip it out. Flip it over so you can see. The other side I did not cook as much, so it's not as browned. And you have the lovely herbs that show up really nicely. I'm just going to cut it into wedges, which will make it very easy to place onto the bagels or the English muffins. Okay, so I'm going to start building out my platter. I have lots of things I pulled here, and I haven't tested this out or mapped it out, so all of this may not fit. That's okay. You can have 2 platters. So when I'm doing a tray like this or a snack dinner or something like that, I always use a sheet pan. It's the biggest platter in my house. I always have one, a spare one that I can use. So that's what I use here. So I'm going to set that cream cheese over in the corner. I have some toasted bagels, some toasted English muffins, some cucumber I already have here on the pan. I have this beautiful smoked salmon. So I got this assortment at Costco. You can use whatever smoked salmon you have, but I like that there are different options here, some spiced and then some plain. I'm just going to set those out here near the bagels. And then every sort of nook and cranny here, I'm going to fill up with awesome food. So I have some beautiful watermelon radish, one of my favorite things to put on a platter like this. It just adds color, makes everything look pretty. Spread the cucumber out a little bit. Oh.
And do you have a favorite English muffin or bagel?
That's a great question. These bagels I got at Whole Foods, I don't remember the brand, but they were sprouted spelt bagels, which sounded really lovely. These English muffins are really lovely. They're 100% whole grain Rudi's. They are beautiful. We got a little hungry and had a snack before we started, and they are delicious. They're really great English muffins. Okay, so I'm going to set my flat omelet here. Let's see. For the people who want to keep things sweet, I have a little bowl of jam. Let's see. I can tell I'm going to run out of room, so I'm going to combine some things here. I have some capers and then some fun caper berries, which I think are really pretty. I don't know why my induction burner keeps wanting to come on. And then this is an ultimate example of it's okay for your food to touch. So I'm going to set out some very thinly sliced onion. You know, people don't want a huge crunchy slice of onion, especially in the morning. So I'm going to kind of curve these around so that I'm filling up all the space here on my tray. I'll tuck in some really pretty dill sprigs here. Okay, I have my everything cream cheese there. Let's see, what else can I fit on here? Maybe some little grape clusters can go here. I have some beautiful blackberries. Any sort of seasonal fruit you can find would be great. sliced persimmon would be lovely here. One of the fuyu persimmons that you can eat when it's still crunchy. That would be lovely. Okay, so I think that looks, I've put most everything on here. This would be a lovely help yourself kind of buffet style breakfast tray. People can make a savory breakfast if they want with the bagel, the everything cream cheese, the salmon, or they can go sweet. They can put on a layer of regular cream cheese and some jam, have some fruit, and that makes it easy on you as the host and the person trying to keep everything together for the holidays. So it's a really fun idea. You can use any sort of, you can use hot smoked salmon if you like. You could put out bacon if you want, or ham. You know, it doesn't have to be smoked salmon, but this just makes it easy for people to kind of build their own creation. So I hope that's a fun idea you can enjoy. Whenever I put out something like this, it always makes people happy. They're happy to kind of build their own tray, their own plate, however they like. So thank you so much for watching today. If you've watched this on Facebook, please like and share this video. And if you're watching on YouTube, please subscribe so you'll get notifications when we go live. So I'll be back next week on the 31st with a really fun New Year's reset dish. It will not be live, it will be pre-recorded, but please do tune in and please let us know if you have any questions. Thanks so much.